You brush, you floss, maybe you even use mouthwash. But every time you go to the dentist, there's still more tartar for them to scrape off. Why does it feel like no matter what you do, you just can't win? Here's the harsh truth. Brushing harder or more often won't fix it. The problem isn't just tartar itself, it's what comes before tartar, a living bacterial film called Plaque biofilm that's designed to resist your toothbrush. Most people don't realize that this biofilm is like a slimy shield protecting bacteria. Once minerals from your saliva, like calcium and phosphorus, start to harden that film, it becomes tartar. And at that point, even the best electric toothbrush can't save you. That's why, in this video, I'm going to reveal the #1 absolute best way to stop tartar from forming in the first place, along with 5 natural, science-backed methods that help you keep plaque soft and easy to brush away. We're not talking about gimmicks here, no expensive treatments, no weird DIY hacks that actually damage your enamel. I'm talking about practical, simple changes that actually work. And I'm also going to explain why your oral pH, hydration levels, and diet, especially sugar and carbs, are either your best friend or your worst enemy when it comes to tartar prevention. Imagine going to your next dentist appointment and hearing, "Wow, your teeth are cleaner than ever." That's what happens when you work smarter, not harder. You'll learn about powerful natural helpers like N-acetylcysteine, NAC, which breaks down biofilm, Xylitol, which blocks bacteria from sticking, and even why simple ingredients like baking soda and hydrogen peroxide can be game changers if you use them correctly. And stay with me until the end. I'll share a 10-second daily habit that dentists wish more patients understood because it slashes tartar buildup almost overnight. So if you're tired of rough yellow tartar, making your teeth look dull and forcing you into painful cleanings, this is your moment. Let's dive into the real solution to stop tartar before it even starts. Let's get one thing straight. Tartar is not just dirty teeth. It's a sign that something deeper is happening inside your mouth. If you're doing everything you're supposed to do, brushing, flossing, rinsing, but still battling tartar, then it's time to stop blaming your toothbrush and start understanding the real science behind oral health. In this video, I'll show you why tartar forms, how you can dissolve the biofilm before it turns into stone, and which simple natural remedies and daily habits make all the difference. We'll break down the hidden connection between pH and tartar buildup, why sugar and refined carbs are like rocket fuel for harmful bacteria, 5 natural tools, NAC, xylitol, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and essential oils, and how to use them without damaging your teeth. A daily oral care strategy that goes beyond brushing and flossing. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do each day to prevent tartar from forming, so you can have cleaner teeth, fresher breath, and fewer painful dental cleanings. This isn't about buying fancy gadgets or trendy whitening kits. It's about understanding what's really going on in your mouth and using a smarter, science-backed approach. So let's start by digging into the root of the problem, what tartar actually is and why it forms so fast. Think about this. You brush twice a day, maybe even 3 times. You floss, you rinse, and yet every 6 months, the dentist is there with a metal scraper, chiseling away at hard deposits on your teeth. Why? Because tartar is not just leftover food. It's the final stage of a process that starts with something you can't even see, plaque biofilm. Plaque is that soft, sticky layer you feel on your teeth when you wake up in the morning or after a meal. It's a mixture of bacteria, food particles, and proteins from your saliva. But here's the catch. This isn't just a mess on your teeth. It's a living, breathing community of bacteria. These bacteria form a biofilm, which is like a slimy shield that protects them from toothpaste, mouthwash, and even your toothbrush. If you don't remove plaque while it's still soft, something happens. Calcium and phosphorus in your saliva start to harden that biofilm. Within days, it turns into a rock-hard layer called tartar, or calculus in dental terms. Once tartar is there, no toothbrush or floss can remove it. Only professional scraping can. This is why you can't just brush harder. Brushing aggressively doesn't break down biofilm. It only damages your gums and wears down enamel over time. The real challenge is to stop the transition from soft plaque to hard tartar. And this isn't just about brushing. It's about oral pH, saliva flow, and the food you eat. Every time you eat sugar or refined carbs, bacteria in your mouth feed on them and produce lactic acid, lowering your mouth's pH and speeding up tartar formation. Think about it. If you brush in the morning and then sip soda or eat sugary snacks all day, bacteria are getting a feast. By the time you brush again, that biofilm has already started to mineralize. The question isn't, how do I brush better? But how do I stop the biofilm from hardening? That's exactly what we'll cover in the next section. To understand how to stop tartar, we first need to talk about plaque, because tartar is nothing more than plaque that has turned to stone. Plaque is soft and sticky at first. You can easily brush it away if you catch it early. But what makes plaque so tricky is that it's not just debris, it's alive. It's a living community of bacteria working together, producing toxins, and building a slimy biofilm to protect themselves from your toothbrush. pH and tartar formation. Your mouth is supposed to be slightly alkaline, around a pH of 7.2 to 7.4. This is a healthy environment where your enamel stays strong, and bacteria have a harder time thriving. But the moment you eat sugar or refined carbohydrates, those bacteria go into overdrive. They convert sugars into lactic acid, which lowers the pH of your mouth. The lower the pH, the more your enamel weakens. And worse, the faster the biofilm starts absorbing minerals like calcium and hardens into tartar. The role of saliva. Saliva is your body's natural defense system in your mouth. It isn't just there to keep things moist. It neutralizes acids by buffering pH, washes away debris and bacteria before they settle, provides enzymes and proteins that naturally break down harmful microorganisms. But when you're dehydrated, your mouth dries out, your pH drops, and bacteria multiply without resistance. This is why people with chronic dry mouth, whether from medication, stress, or simply not drinking enough water, tend to get tartar faster. Why brushing alone fails. Here's the kicker. Plaque can start forming within hours after you eat. If you wait too long, brushing won't stop the mineralization process. And brushing harder doesn't break through biofilm. It just irritates your gums and makes them recede. So the solution is not about brushing harder or buying an expensive toothbrush. It's about working smarter by keeping your mouth alkaline, staying hydrated, and using simple natural ingredients that disrupt biofilm before it hardens into tartar. In the next part, we'll dive into 5 powerful natural methods that dentists and researchers swear by, including one amino acid that can literally loosen plaque bonds, making it easier to brush away. Natural remedies: N-acetylcysteine, baking soda. Now let's get practical. Brushing and flossing are essential, but they're not enough if you don't deal with the biofilm. The good news? Nature gives us some powerful tools that can break down biofilm, neutralize acids, and make plaque easier to remove. Here are 3 proven natural methods to start with. 1. N-acetylcysteine. NAC is an amino acid derivative known for its antioxidant properties, but in oral care, it's famous for breaking down biofilm structures. How it works. NAC weakens the bonds that bacteria create in the slimy plaque matrix, loosening its hold on your teeth. How to use it. Instead of swallowing it in capsule form, dissolve NAC as a lozenge or use NAC powder mixed with water as a mouth rinse. Let it sit in your mouth for a few minutes before spitting it out. This ensures direct contact with the plaque for maximum effect. Bonus: NAC also helps support your body's natural antioxidant defense system, which benefits your gums as well. 2. Xylitol. Xylitol is a naturally occurring sugar alcohol found in birch trees and some fruits. Unlike sugar, it doesn't feed the bacteria in your mouth. In fact, it blocks bacteria like Streptococcus mutans from sticking to your teeth. How it helps? Xylitol tricks bacteria by interfering with their metabolism. They can't use it as fuel, so they starve and die off. Best way to use it: choose xylitol gum or mints after meals, up to 3 times per day. It also stimulates saliva production, which raises pH and helps wash away food particles. Pro tip: always choose gum with xylitol as the first ingredient. Many brands mix it with artificial sweeteners that don't have the same effect. 3. Baking soda. Sodium bicarbonate. Baking soda is one of the simplest yet most effective tartar prevention tools. How it works: baking soda neutralizes acids instantly, creating an alkaline environment that bacteria hate. It also acts as a gentle abrasive to polish teeth and remove surface stains. How to use it: create a paste by mixing 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda with a few drops of water and brush gently for 1 minute. Limit this to 2 to 3 times per week. Daily use can wear down enamel because of its mild abrasiveness. Pro tip: for a quick rinse, dissolve 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda in water and swish for 30 seconds. These 3 methods, NAC, xylitol, and baking soda, form the foundation of a smarter anti-tartar strategy. But there are 2 more powerful agents you should know about that can take your oral care to the next level: hydrogen peroxide and essential oils. Let's move on to 2 more powerful tools that, when used correctly, can make a huge difference in keeping plaque soft and preventing tartar buildup. 4. Hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is like a secret weapon against harmful bacteria. It's essentially water with an extra oxygen atom, which makes it a natural disinfectant. How it works: most plaque-forming bacteria thrive in low-oxygen environments. They're called anaerobes. Hydrogen peroxide floods your mouth with oxygen, which kills these bacteria and breaks down the biofilm. How to use it: always dilute hydrogen peroxide, 3%, with an equal amount of water, a 1:1 ratio. Swish it around for 30 seconds, no more than 2 to 3 times a week. Warning: overusing hydrogen peroxide can irritate your gums and alter your oral microbiome. It's powerful, so moderation is key. 5. Essential oils. Essential oils are nature's built-in antibacterials, and certain oils are particularly effective for oral health. The top 5 for dental care include clove oil, neem oil, tea tree oil, oregano oil, and cinnamon oil. Why they work? These oils have natural compounds that kill bacteria, reduce inflammation, and even soothe irritated gums. How to use them? Never apply essential oils directly to your gums or teeth. They're too strong. Always dilute 1.2 drops of essential oil in 1 tablespoon of a carrier oil, like coconut oil, and use it for oil pulling, swishing the mixture in your mouth for 5 to 10 minutes. Coconut oil bonus. Coconut oil itself is slightly antibacterial, so it's the perfect carrier for essential oils. It also leaves your mouth feeling fresh and smooth. Caution: do not swallow the mixture. Spit it out and rinse with warm water afterward. These 5 natural agents, NAC, xylitol, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and essential oils, all work together to keep plaque from hardening. They don't just fight bacteria, they also help maintain a healthy oral environment where tartar struggles to form. But tools are only part of the story. Your daily habits and routines can make or break your success with tartar prevention. Habits to control. Tartar. Even with the best natural remedies, you'll still struggle if your daily habits work against you. Think of tartar prevention as a combination of smart products and smart routines. Here are the essential habits that make all the difference. Brush before breakfast. Most people brush after breakfast, but that's actually a mistake. During the night, plaque biofilm forms a soft layer on your teeth. If you eat breakfast before brushing, you're giving that biofilm sugars and carbs to feed on. Brushing before breakfast removes the film and keeps bacteria from getting a head start. 2. Floss before brushing. Flossing isn't just about removing food. It's about breaking the sticky plaque around the gum line. Flossing first loosens the plaque, allowing your toothbrush and toothpaste to reach spots that would otherwise stay covered. 3. Use xylitol after meals. A quick xylitol gum or mint after meals can do wonders. It stops bacteria from clinging to teeth, stimulates saliva, and helps balance your mouth's pH. 4. Stay hydrated. Dry mouth is a tartar magnet. When saliva levels drop, your mouth becomes acidic, bacteria multiply, and plaque hardens faster. Drink water throughout the day, and especially rinse your mouth with water after eating or drinking acidic beverages. 5. Limit sugar and refined carbs. Sugar and starchy carbs fuel the acid-producing bacteria in plaque. Even small daily snacks of soda, cookies, or bread create a low pH environment where tartar thrives. If you can't avoid these foods, rinse your mouth with water or chew sugar-free xylitol gum right after. 6. Post-meal rinse or baking soda wash, swishing with water, or better yet, a light baking soda rinse. Just 1/2 teaspoon in water. After meals helps neutralize acids and wash away debris before plaque can stick. Key habit tip. Think of your oral care as timing plus consistency rather than just brushing force. Removing soft plaque before it hardens is much easier than scraping rock-hard tartar later. Up next, we'll talk about what to look for in oral care products and ingredients to complement these habits. No brand names, just what really works. When it comes to tartar prevention, not all oral care products are created equal. Many people pick toothpaste or mouthwash just because it's popular or tastes nice. But if you want to truly fight plaque and stop tartar, you need to know which ingredients matter most. Here's what to look for. No brand names, just what works. Toothpaste with alkaline boost. Look for toothpaste that contains baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, or similar alkaline ingredients. These neutralize acids and create an environment where harmful bacteria can't thrive. A mild level of fluoride is also good because it strengthens enamel and helps fight cavities. Avoid toothpaste with harsh abrasives or too many artificial sweeteners that can dry your mouth. 2. Xylitol-infused mouth rinses. Mouthwash isn't just about fresh breath. Alcohol-based rinses can dry out your mouth, which actually encourages plaque. Instead, look for alcohol-free rinses with xylitol or essential oils like clove, tea tree, or cinnamon. These gently fight bacteria while supporting healthy saliva levels. Lozenges or biofilm rinse powders. A rinse or lozenge containing N-acetylcysteine, NAC, can disrupt the bacterial biofilm at its root. If you find a product that mentions biofilm control, that's a plus. It's a smart add-on to your brushing and flossing routine. 4. Oil pulling mixes. If you like oil pulling, you can use plain coconut oil or a mix with essential oils, as long as they are diluted. Look for blends that combine antibacterial oils like neem or clove with carrier oils. These options are generally affordable and effective. 5. Price versus quality. You don't need the most expensive toothpaste or rinse. Most natural tartar control products fall between $10 to $20, and one tube or bottle usually lasts a month or more. It's not about spending more money, it's about choosing the right formula that aligns with the science. Pro tip: always read labels. Watch out for hidden sugars, alcohol-based rinses, or overly abrasive ingredients that promise extra whitening. These may harm enamel or upset your oral microbiome, which can lead to more plaque over time. Now you've got the full picture. Tartar isn't some random problem that happens overnight. It's the end result of neglecting soft plaque. The real secret is to attack that biofilm early, maintain a slightly alkaline pH, and use smart tools that keep bacteria from gaining a foothold. Let's put all of this together into a simple daily and weekly routine that actually works. Daily routine. Every day. 1. Brush before breakfast, using a soft bristle toothbrush and an alkaline toothpaste, baking soda based. 2. Floss before brushing to dislodge plaque from tight spaces and gum lines. 3. After meals, chew xylitol gum or mints to increase saliva flow and stop bacterial adhesion. 4. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Aim for at least 8 glasses to keep saliva strong and active. 5. End your day with another gentle brushing, and consider N-acetylcysteine lozenges or rinse at night to disrupt biofilm while you sleep. 6. If desired, perform coconut oil pulling for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning or before bed to naturally remove toxins and make tooth surfaces slicker. Weekly add-ons, 2 to 3 times per week. 1. Use a baking soda paste or rinse to neutralize acids and gently polish teeth, but not daily to avoid enamel wear. 2. Swish with a diluted hydrogen peroxide rinse, 1:1 with water, for 30 seconds to oxygenate and kill anaerobic bacteria. 3. Add a drop of essential oil, like clove or neem, to your coconut oil pulling session for extra antibacterial action, but limit this to 2 to 3 times per week to avoid irritation. The result: following this strategy can dramatically reduce tartar buildup, give you smoother teeth, and even improve gum health. Imagine walking into your dentist's office and hearing, "There's hardly anything to clean this time." That's what happens when you combine smart habits with biofilm-busting techniques. But this isn't the full story. There are 3 more overlooked factors that can turbocharge or sabotage your tartar prevention: the minerals and pH levels in your drinking water, how hidden sugars in healthy snacks secretly feed plaque bacteria, and why stress and dry mouth can undo weeks of good brushing habits. We'll talk about these in an upcoming video. But first, let's wrap up with what you need to remember today. Tartar doesn't stand a chance if you stop it where it starts, with the soft, sticky biofilm that forms after every meal. By maintaining an alkaline pH, staying hydrated, and using smart tools like N-acetylcysteine, baking soda, hydrogen peroxide, and essential oils, you can keep your teeth clean, smooth, and free from that rock-hard buildup. Remember, this is all about working smarter, not harder. Brushing harder won't solve the problem, but brushing at the right times, flossing effectively, chewing xylitol gum, and rinsing with the right natural agents will. And don't forget the little habits. Brush before breakfast, floss first, drink water often, and avoid constant sugar attacks. These small, consistent actions add up to a big difference in how your teeth look and feel. If you want to dig deeper into the science of oral health and other natural health tips, check out the detailed guides on you.nutrislab.com. The link is in the description. There you'll find expert-backed articles, wellness advice, and reviews of natural products to help you make smarter choices. Subscribe to NutriSlab and watch the next video linked below.